Sego Scano, how's everybody doing? Again, my name is Cameron. I am the addictions outreach worker at Six Nations Mental Health and Addictions Services in here in our community. I'm just going to share a quick video with you guys talking a little bit about addiction and healthy lifestyles and kind of how you can live a healthier lifestyle. And then just a little bit of education on addiction. So when we talk about addiction, some of you may have seen me within your schools. I come in, I do presentations, but again, just a lot of information and awareness on addictions. So real quick, take a second to think about it. What do you think are some things that people can become addicted to? I'll give you a couple seconds. All right, made a couple guesses. So I'll go through a couple of things that we see our community members that are becoming or that are having issues with being addicted to certain things. So one of the main ones is smoking cigarettes. Whether it's people who are smoking a pack a day, people who only smoke in the morning, afternoon, and night, or people who smoke maybe every hour, light up a cigarette every hour. Unfortunately, some people do that. But again, what's addictive in the cigarettes is nicotine. It's called nicotine. When you're inhaling a cigarette, you know that nicotine will get in your system and it'll get in your brain and in your head, and your body and your mind, you'll become addicted to that nicotine, which is in cigarettes. So that's how people become addicted to cigarettes. And again, we see that a lot in our community. I even have family members who are addicted to smoking. Another one of the biggest ones, if not really the biggest one that we see in our community, is alcohol. Being addicted to alcohol, beer, vodka, whiskey, booze, anything you hear like that. Alcohol is addictive. People who use it a lot and very often can run into issues of becoming addicted to it. Again, how addiction works is it changes your brain. It changes the way you think. It changes the way you feel. In order to, be healthy, you need to stay away from certain things like that. You need to stay away from those addictive things, like smoking, like alcohol. But unfortunately, some people become addicted to it. But again, where I work, Six Nations Mental Health and Addictions, we help our community members with that. They'll come in, they'll work with us, and we'll help them get over that addiction. Something else that we see people become addicted to, is food. Food can become an addiction. This tastes really good, it makes me feel good. Again, you're eating it, and it's telling you in your brain that, hey, man, that tastes good. I need more of it. But again, that's where you can run into health issues, obesity, and poor health because of what you're eating and how much you eat of it. So when we talk about high sugary foods, we talk about junk food, we talk about pops, chips, energy drinks, chocolate bars, candies, all that stuff is really high in sugar. Yeah, it tastes great and it's good for a treat every now and then. But in order to live, a full, healthier lifestyle, you got to try to stay away from those things. Here and there is okay for a treat, but you don't want to be eating things like that every day. You want to be on the fruits, you want to be on the vegetables, you want to be on the chicken, beef, all the healthy stuff, the oatmeal, stuff like that, the nuts, the bananas, the strawberries, all that great for the body. One of the other ones that I want to talk about is an addiction that we see is gambling. So, going to the casino, playing poker for money, going online and betting money. Gambling can become an addiction, and unfortunately, some people lose their houses, lose their jobs, lose their cars because they're addicted to gambling and they can't stop gambling. Again, their brain, the way it changes, saying, hey, I need to gamble, we need to gamble. Again, people can become addicted to that. Even, the Sunday night's bingo that's on the radio, that is a form of gambling too, but again, if you can manage it and you're only doing it here and there, or you do it for fun, or you do it for entertainment, then that's different. But unfortunately, some people gamble way too much and therefore become addicted. Lastly, I just wanted to say another one that people are becoming addicted to is social media. Gaming for hours, sitting there like this, just looking at the TV for hours and hours, can become addictive. We find that people are using social media. They're on there for hours and hours and hours. And again, it can become addictive. It's, waking up in the morning, where's my tablet? Where's my PlayStation? Waking up in the morning, got to get on the Xbox. That can become addictive too. But so again, it's always good to take a break from those things. Get outside, be active, run around, play with your brothers and sisters, stuff like that. So again, that can become addictive. So then just some tips for overall healthier lifestyles, like I talked about, things like nutrition, making sure that in the morning you're having a good breakfast, make sure you're drinking a lot of water throughout the day. Physical activity, like I said, getting outside, running around, anything that you're doing where your heart races a little bit and maybe you become winded, you're outside playing and you're breathing. That's good. That's good for your heart. It's good for your body. Doing a little bit of that every day, physical activity. We talk about sleeping well, sleeping good at night, not eating a lot of food, a lot of sugary foods before you go to bed, not being on your tablet or gaming for hours before you're going to sleep. All that stuff, can disrupt your sleep, and then maybe you don't have that good of a sleep. Then you get up in the morning and you're all tired and groggy and cranky and don't want to see nobody. But again, all that can be avoided if you have a good night's sleep, right? And then things like you like doing, art, crafts, some of the crafts you've been doing with the camp, they're all great. Singing, dancing, all that stuff is good for healthy lifestyles. And lastly, I just want to say, be kind, be a good person, be a good friend. If you see somebody maybe down or having a rough day, maybe say, hey, how you doing, or what's up, or man, you look down, is everything all right? Or even just going over and like I said, saying what's up, or just not being mean, right? We don't want to bully, we don't want to be name calling, we don't want to be putting people down, because really we don't know what they're going through. Maybe they had a real tough night last night. Maybe they were maybe they got their games taken away, or maybe they had a rough day at school or something like that. So always be kind, be a good human being, be a good friend, and just be caring. If we have everybody that does that in the community, just imagine how happy and how kind everybody would be. But again, everybody can do it on their own, give encouragements, say thank you, open up doors for people, always be willing to help. So again, just be kind, be a good, kind human being. And with that, I would just want to finish up with, saying, don't ever be scared to ask questions. Do not ever be scared to learn more. That's a big thing. How else are you going to learn if you don't ask questions, right? This video right here that I'm doing is a form of education, is a form of letting you guys know that, hey, this is me, I'm Cameron, this is my job, this is what I do, this is how I try to help the community. So again, I'm always open to questions. If you want to learn something more about healthy lifestyles, nutrition, eating, maybe you want to learn a little bit more about addiction, or you have questions about addictions, that's why I'm here, and that's why